Outrageous, huge pump in Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Bitcoin pumps, the blockchain stocks are pumping. Peace in the Middle East. It's Tuesday, April 14th, 2026. Unreal news today. Unreal. We got almost so much to go over today. Just a short video. The headline is Stocks Rally on U.S.-Iran Peace Hopes and Cooler PPI Growth. Wall Street rises towards the edge of its all-time high as oil prices ease. U.S. wholesale prices surged 4% last month after the war in Iran sent energy prices soaring. Pakistan proposes second round of U.S.-Iran talks as standoff deepens. So we shall see the Straits of Hormuz. Crude oil, short supply, demand destruction, or alternate alteration. A lot of news on Constellation Energy, Intel, and great news on Google. Kathy Wood is buying Palantir stock, PLTR. IBM, news on it. City analysts are betting IBM stock can gain nearly 20%. It says here Meta Platforms is building a Zuckerberg AI bot. So quick news here. Let's go over the stock market real quick. The minis up 75 for the S&P. NASDAQ minis up 385. The Dow futures up 300 points. Is the war over? The IRGC says the Straits of Hormuz are open. The Dixie looking weak at 97.885. The 10-year got to watch the yield, 111-135. Crude oil off $7 on the dippy dip at $92 a barrel. Nat gas dipping at 2.57. Gold, even with the inflation news, is up $74 to $48.41. Silver up $4 to $79, spot 65. So that's what we have. Nvidia is active. SanDisk is active, off about 2%. Tesla's up 4%. Micron Technologies is up 4%. Amazon doing great. Microsoft, Oracle, Meta Platforms is up big, and Google's doing great. Man, we got Apple Computer. These are active. Stock of the day is Glencore PLC. The stock symbol is GLNCY. So that's what's being reported on bar chart. Let's take a look real quick here on CNN, see what CNN's reporting. I stay apolitical. Trump hints U.S.-Iran talks could resume over the next 2 days. All right. News on FEMA. U.S. eyes potential second round of in-person talks with Iran. So their blockade, and so, my goodness. Got a lot of news. Let's look at Fox News here real quick. And I remain apolitical on my channel, so I don't take a side. I can read the geopolitical news and socioeconomic news. So a lot of Congress, the swamp is being drained there with the resignation of different Democrats resign from Congress, Republicans. Iran shifts tone on deal with U.S. after Trump's latest move in key oil route with the Straits of Hormuz. Pelosi news. So that's what we have on Fox News. Let's look at Yahoo Finance real quick here. Then if you stay with me to the end, I go over my trading plan. Took some huge profits out of Bitcoin, up from 66,000. Traded it for, oh man. And then the blockchain ETFs. We'll go over that here in a minute. So I don't run commercials on my channel, but you can check out the links below. I just penned an ebook called Introduction to Descript, DES 101. Master the art of text-based editing. Are you tired of complicated, confusing video and audio editing software? Ready to create professional quality content without a steep learning curve? check out my ebook, my course that I recently published on Descript. It's called Introduction to Descript 101, Kindle edition. Links below. Thanks. You can read it for free too. And so let's check out the news. Gold's pumping up 1.5%. S&P's up 1%. The Dow's up. Man, Nasdaq's up nearly 2%. So Bitcoin up over 20%. U.S. stocks jump as PPI inflation surprises. Iran hopes grows. The Nasdaq led gains amid progress on peace talks, cooler than expected wholesale inflation. So, my goodness. News on Rolex, new watches, can't miss. Starlink, Amazon buys Globalstar to take on Musk's Starlink. So it's Globalstar versus Starlink. Who's going to win the space race for satellites? Ships testing Hormuz blockade appears to be in transit. Software stocks, Palantir's up, and then CRM and Microsoft and Oracle had a huge day yesterday. Workers want AI training the most, are using AI the least. So there's a big market there in artificial intelligence. Anthropic news. Here we got, U.S. Dems lawmaker push for probe into oil trades after Reuters report. A lot of news here. Bitcoin jumps to 74,000, pumping. CarMax drops as KMX is off about 16%. They're not able to turn things around, I guess. No one's buying cars. Top gainers, Xanadu again. Bloom Energy's up 23%. JetBlue up 15%. CarMax, it might be good to sell put on there. Fastly tanks 12%. Firefly Aerospace off 10%. And ERO Copper off about 6%. And again, the active stocks, Hologic, NVIDIA, Nokia, Intel is pumping at 62, and American Airlines. So this is what we have. If you stay with me to the end, I give you my trading plan. It's not financial advice. Got to say that. My channel's getting a lot of traction. And so I want to welcome all my viewers, especially on YouTube I produce, and then also on Twitter. My Twitter followers, you might cap it off at like 100,000 followers. So I got to check the weather on my weather app that I own called weathermist.com. Clear skies, 81 degrees here in North Florida, but it feels like 86. 46% humidity, light winds at 3 miles per hour. UV index is at 7.25, no rain. But my agentic AI app that I own called weathermist.com, it says there's no active weather alerts at this time, but to stay hydrated and wear sunscreen if outdoors. That's weathermist.com. So that's what we have, folks. That's the news, really. Let's see, Yahoo Finance, we looked at it, looking at the cryptos. Ethereum is looking great, Bitcoin, XRP. I've completed 6 cycles now, 6 times in XRP Ripple, stating 6 weeks ago that no one should purchase such. So if I look at the futures on bar chart, the performance leaders in the last TTM, the last 12 months, I read the news to myself and then I formulate a trading plan for myself. In the last 52 weeks, I know you can hear the mouse clicking, so this is what we have. The worst graded negative weighted alpha is Cocoa at negative 48.81, but Ethereum. So the 2 assets that I own, the 2 baskets is I own Ethereum and Bitcoin. So Ethereum has the micros and the futures have negative 41.39, and Bitcoin is negative 33.21. So I'll be increasing my allocation into ETH Uh, man, I DCA ETH, Bitcoin, and XRP and Solana on the 1st and 15th of the month. So now what commodity? I'm not a commodity trading advisor, but silver bullion has the greatest weighted alpha at 135.13 over the last 52 weeks, plus platinum, palladium, crude oil is up there too. But the winner is silver bullion. So I've been selling my bags of silver and then backing the truck up now and then say, well, what's the most oversold commodity? Ethereum, and Bitcoin. I mean, 6 weeks ago it was a 100% downtrend. You could purchase all the Bitcoin you wanted and all the ETH. You wanted less than 2,000 for ETH and then 66,000 for the Bitcoin. So now we're seeing Bitcoin pumping 74, 75,000. Huge pump. Took huge profits today. So over the trading plan, let's take a look at this. Stay with me to the end, it's worth it. And so I hope you guys got some of the BKCH ETF, the blockchain ETFs up huge today. I've been dollar cost averaging. So Bitcoin, the Bitcoin pumps today around 930 to 70, about 76,000, up about 2%. 6 weeks ago, they said it was all over. You don't want to own Bitcoin. So today I'll dollar cost average Bitcoin. I took some nice profits out of it, but I'll continue to DCA it. SPY ETF, I'll DCA it. Took some huge profits today out of blockchain ETF, BKCH. All those stock shares are pumping. Companies like Iron Limited, Coinbase, Bitmine, Immersion Technologies, Applied Digital, TerraWolf, Hut 8, Riot Platforms, Cipher Mining, Core Scientific. Let's look at Iron Limited. So let's kind of look at a few of these stock shares that are inside of the ETF. Up huge today, Iron Limited at 10:30, up about 10%. Looking good on Iron Limited. Bitminer Technologies, doing great. Up huge today. It was up this morning about 7% on Bitminer. My goodness. Applied Digital, huge pump on Applied Digital. Looking great this morning, up 13% on Applied Digital. So in fair disclosure, I own stock shares in all these companies. TerraWolf, Hut 8 Corp, Riot Platform, Cipher Mining, Core Scientific. So that's what we have. So I'll DCA, even though I took a huge profit and scaled out of a lot of my trade on BKCH. I'll DCA it today, plus Block, BLOK, up 4%. Looking good. Solana's hanging in there, up about 2%. So that's my trading plan for today. Again, dollar cost average Bitcoin after taking some nice profits at it. SPY ETF, DCA it. Blockchain ETF, BKCH. Block, BLOK, I'll DCA it. So that's what we have, folks. It's just awesome. You know, so thankful. I say this every day too, and I read it. I give thanks for my abundant supply now manifested. I have it now. So running about 14 minutes, that's really the news. You know, it's like, it seems like the war is over, and you know, North Korea and Russia and China. China seems to have issue with the Straits of Hormuz. So we shall see. Let's see. That's all the news, kind of looking at this and seeing, let's see, Fox News, let's see BBC, what BBC is reporting. The British Broadcasting Corp. Global economy at risk of recession if Iran war persists, warns the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. I agree too. Usually when whenever the market goes into an economic recession, you can't say depression, but whenever that transpires, usually the price of oil pumps and then it dips down like we saw in 2008-09. Big dippy dip. Harry and Meghan, and we got news on ICE, and JD Vance, defense backing, great guy. So we got a lot of news on BBC. So that's it. That's my trading plan. Running about 15 minutes, folks. Again, check out my ebook below. You can read it for free. Is Ethereum oversold? I think so. Is Bitcoin oversold? Yep. Even though it's pivoted nice off of 66,000, Bitcoin, I think, still has a lot more to go above 76,000. So that's what we have. Working out, man. Got good medical report today. I was at the doctor's office. Man, triglycerides are way down, and my cholesterol levels are good, leaning up. So that's what we have. Doing my intermittent fasting and all of my AI research. So tell me what you think. Leave comments below, and like and share. And I'll say hello to all my viewers out there on not only YouTube but also on Twitter. Have an awesome, wonderful day. I give thanks for my abundant supply now manifested. I have it now. Thanks.